This is Raider News Update with Bianca DiMaria and Jasmine Charles with the news, Tyler Hubbard with Arts and Entertainment, and Jody Cornwell with sports. And now, from Studio B at Scotch Plains Fanwood High School, Bianca DiMaria and Jasmine Charles.
Welcome to the Period 4-5 edition of Raider News Update. I'm Bianca DiMaria.
And I'm Jasmine Charles.
After 2 weeks of intense March Madness, only 4 college basketball teams remain. The past 2 weeks have had major upsets, including number 6 Ohio State's devastating loss to Dayton in the first game 2 weeks ago, and number 4 Louisville losing to their rival Kentucky this past weekend. The 4 teams are Florida, Kentucky, UConn, and Wisconsin. Considering the surprising teams that are the Final Four, a lot of brackets are sure to be incorrect. This weekend, on Saturday, April 5th, Florida will play UConn, then subsequently, Wisconsin will play Kentucky. The winner of both of those teams will play in the championship game on Monday, April 7th.
March 31st kicks off Think Purple Week. Think Purple Week is Drug and Alcohol Awareness Week, where students participate in different events like creating ceiling tiles for the school, decorating purple bracelets, and decorating the school with purple ribbon. Think Purple Week is from March 31st to April 4th.
Many people are under the impression that teenagers are addicted to technology, considering how much time teenagers spend on their cell phones and computers. However, one study theorizes that teenagers are not addicted to technology per se, but they are instead addicted to talking to their friends through technology. In the online world, kids do not have to deal with the ridicule that they receive from their parents or other authoritative figures. The online world is an escape for many teens. Online, they can talk to their friends as much as they like, and in whatever way they like, without their parents or anyone else snooping in on them. Teens enjoy chatting with their friends and especially enjoy the privacy of talking to them online. However, like with many things in life, too much of a good thing can turn into an addiction. The FBLA Dodgeball Tournament will be held on Thursday, April 10th in the new gym. Sign up and play on a team or come out to watch your friends compete on Thursday, April 10th.
Not only will we be having Italian exchange students roaming the halls of SPFHS, but coming on Wednesday, April 2nd to Saturday, April 12th, we will be hosting 20 Barcelona exchange students as well. Let's go on location to find out more. I'm on location with Anthony Perez and his Barcelona exchange student.
Hola, soy Uriol, tengo 16 años y he venido de Barcelona a hacer un intercambio a Estados Unidos.
Translated, he said, "Hello, my name is Oriol. I'm 16 years old. I'm an exchange student from Barcelona."
So how did you get involved in this program?
Well, I'm very interested in going to Barcelona next year and seeing the culture and the lifestyle, so I decided to join the program and host this year and then travel next year.
And how long are they here for?
10 days.
And what are some of the activities you're going to do with them?
Well, today they got a tour of the school, and then they'll go through our lifestyle and go to my classes, and then tomorrow they will go to New York, and then Wednesday they'll go overnight to Washington, D.C.
All right, thank you. Now back to the studio. And now let's go to Arts and Entertainment with Tyler.
Thanks, Bianca. The top 5 songs of this week are number 5, Let It Go by Indina Menzel. Number 4, Talk Dirty by Jason Derulo featuring 2 Chainz. Number 3, Dark Horse by Katy Perry featuring Juicy J. Number 2, All of Me by John Legend. And number 1, we have Happy by Pharrell Williams. The top 5 movies of this week are number 5, God's Not Dead. Number 4, Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Number 3, Muppets Most Wanted. Number 2, Divergent, and number 1, we have Noah. This past Friday, the 17th annual Moonglowers Jazz Festival took place. The event included 8 bands from Central New Jersey high schools, including our very own SPF Jazz and Moonglowers. And now let's go to Critics Corner.
Hi, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Matt.
And this is Critics Corner. So this week, Matt and I both saw Noah, starring Russell Crowe, and it tells a classic story of Noah's Ark. You know, in the Bible, it rains for 40 days and 40 nights, and then God is recreating the earth. So in this movie, there were a few different aspects of the movie. There was his sons did not have wives as they did in the original story. There were this clan of warriors that were trying to take down Noah and his ark, and there were also these angels that were sent from heaven that were coated in this dirt and muck that were sent from God to help Noah build this ark. So Matt, what did you think?
I thought the movie was pretty good. I thought I went into the mind thinking that it would be pretty amazing movie and stuff like that, but actually my expectations of it weren't so high. I felt that the acting was pretty good, but it didn't kind of stay true to what I thought everything was going to be about. Like, don't you feel that it was like a little different or like a little far-fetched or weird, you know, some of it?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like when you take a biblical story, you should really keep it true to the Bible or just not do the movie. I mean, of course, the story of Noah's Ark, once they get in the Ark, isn't that exciting, but they still could have made it interesting so it still fit, and they didn't have to add all these crazy, just unrealistic, improbable elements to it. I mean, the acting was good. I mean, Russell Crowe was good. Emma Watson, she was good. Logan Lerman was good. But I think overall, I'm only going to give this movie about like a 2. What do you think, Matt?
Wow. I'd have to give this movie probably like a 3 out of 5 stars because I didn't really think it lived up to my expectations. I would have liked to see something more, you know, better a little bit. It's one of like not the best, I'd say, movies I've seen recently. What about you, Tyler?
Yeah, it just wasn't. It didn't live up to my expectations. Right. Now back to the studio.
And now let's go to Weekly Preview.
Hi, I'm Michaela.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Weekly Preview. Upcoming movies for this week include Draft Day, Oculus, and Rio 2, all set to hit theaters on April 11th.
On Tuesday, April 8th, the Voice varsity baseball team goes against Elizabeth at Elizabeth High School at 4 p.m. On Thursday, April 10th, come support the girls varsity softball team as they go against Summit at Summit High School at 4 p.m.
Now back to the studio.
And now let's go to sports with Dan Van Brunt filling in for Jody Cornwell.
Thanks, Jasmine. Let's go on location to see how the boys lacrosse team is doing.
Hi, I'm on location with varsity lacrosse player Brian Heath. So, Brian, I heard you had a game yesterday. How'd it work?
It went great. We played Newark Academy. We tied them last year, or we won in overtime, but this year we just kind of cleaned them out. We did really well. So
what about the rest of the season? What are your goals you're setting for yourself or the team?
Goals are to beat Westfield and counties when we play them again, and just do better than we did last year. We were 15-6, so maybe like 17-4, kind of like that.
So what about any personal goals for yourself you want to set?
Well, I'm trying to have at least 10 goals this season. Like playing defense, like that's a lot. So, and I want to be like first team All-State too.
Thanks, Brian. Now back to the studio.
Let's see how the opening boys baseball game against Westfield turned out.
Hi, I'm on location with varsity baseball captain Zach Lipschitz. So recently you guys played against Westfield. Can you tell me how that went?
We lost 9-6, not the result we were looking for, but it's good to let it happen in the beginning of the year. This way we could build on it and improve.
Okay, so what are your goals for the rest of the season?
The goals are simply to win a state championship. That's every team's goal. Win a county championship, win a sectional championship, and just be ranked when the final top 20 comes out.
All right, that's good. When do counties start?
County seedings start in 3 weeks, I believe, and then the actual tournament starts in 4 weeks.
All right, good luck. Thank you. Now back to the studio.
That wraps it up for sports. Back to Bianca and Jasmine.
And now let's go to Car of the Week.
I'm Cameron Smith here with
Matt McGowan,
and we're here with Ryan Shatlick's Car of the Week.
So Ryan, tell me about this cool car you got.
So this is a 2013 Hyundai Sonata SE Sport Edition, and I got it in March of last year.
All right, that's great. Let's check this out.
We're here at the trunk right now. So Ryan, how's the trunk space?
Trunk space is pretty good for a small car like this. So let's open it up.
Let's check out what Ryan has in here. He has a John Lennon acoustic guitar. This is Ryan's engine. So Ryan, what type of engine is it?
This is a V6, which means there's 6 cylinders in the engine.
So now we're in the inside of Ryan's car. Where do you like to go with this car?
I'll drive around town for the most part, but I like driving on highways.
What music do you like to listen to in here?
A lot of Eminem and Nirvana.
Nice. Matt, how's the back?
It's pretty spacey back here. I like it. It's comfortable. Great car.
That was Ryan Shatlick's Car of the Week.
And now let's look at this week's weather with Stormy Stephanie.
Hi, I'm Stormy Steph, and this week's weather is on Monday, Tuesday will be raining. On Wednesday and Thursday and Friday will be partly cloudy, and it will be in the low 60s. Now back to the studio.
That wraps it up for this week's edition of Raider News Update.
Be sure to tune in next week for Period 7/8's news edition.
The school board elections on Tuesday, April 7th, brought some changes to the Board of Education.
On Monday, March 30th, there was a special discussion held in the multi-purpose room of the high school.
Thanks, Anthony. Every year, the music department travels to a different part of the country for their most important competition of the season.
The Scotch Plains Fanwood High School varsity track team has set out for a great season this year.
Dr. Robert Hallett, superintendent of the Scotch Plains Fanwood School District, will be retiring next April.
The week of April 9th through April 12th, Breakaway Frozen Yogurt sponsored a fundraiser for the Shima Wexler Scholarship Fund.
Thanks, Sue. On Friday, April 10th through Monday, April 13th, SPF musicians went to Boston, Massachusetts.
Jeffrey Hammonds, once a star on the Raiders varsity baseball team, is now starting as center fielder.
Throughout the school year, SAD works hard to influence students to avoid driving while intoxicated. SAD's main time of concern is the prom and graduation.
On Tuesday, December 1st, the Scotch Plains Fanwood High School DECA chapter held its annual Chinese auction. Various businesses and families of the community donated items to be auctioned. These items included a TV, VCR, CD player, and various gift certificates.
On June 2nd, the Scotch Plains Fanwood High School Music Department held its annual recognition dinner at La Fair Restaurant.
The SBF girls varsity tennis team has had a successful season this year. They came out of the county tournament ranked 5th of teams in the Union County.
Seniors at Scotch Plains Fanwood High School started on their way down the last stretch of their high school careers on Wednesday, June 9th.
In follow-up of last week's report involving the primary elections of class officers, the past month the yearbook committee has been working very hard putting together the 93 Coleman. Hard work and dedication goes to the yearbook advisors Maureen Basta and Michelle Zara.
Congratulations to Fanwood resident Brad Keeley, who has recently been drafted by the Ohio Valley Redcoats.
The Student Leadership Conference for Students, better known as SLC, takes place in the beginning of each September at Camp Greenkill.
At the start of the school year, SPFHS opened its doors to many new teachers.
The Repertory Theater Group here at the high school has been around for many years and has a large number of members.
Scotch Plains Fanwood High School officially kicked off its 1993 fall sports season.
September 2nd was celebrated by students and faculty alike. Ribbons were given out, red, white, and green were worn. Greetings class, homecoming king and queen are announced. The night is filled with exciting entertainment from junior varsity and varsity cheerleaders.
November 20th, the Scotch Plains Fanwood select choral groups went to Irma's Bag to sing Christmas carols for the Hallmark Open House.
A recent issue has arisen about school spirit. Many people say that school spirit is lacking at this high school.
At 7 a.m. on Wednesday, September 21st, students around the country gathered around their school's flagpoles for a time of prayer.
Back to school night occurred on Thursday evening, October 7th. Along with many parents, various students came to raise money for their clubs and helped parents along as guides.
Sigal Barnes spoke to several students who attended the 1994 Poetry Festival at Waterloo Village. Now to the tape to see what they said.
The Raiders football team, after only winning 5 games in their past 2 seasons, jumped out to a 4-0 start after.
This past week, Ash Wednesday was celebrated by many students and faculty members here at the high school.
Lauren, did you know that the German, French, Spanish, and Italian clubs of Scotch Plains Fanwood High School are starving for some good times?
On Tuesday, February 28th, a jazz festival is held in the high school auditorium.
This is the time of year when the spring sports teams are gearing up for their season, and the winter teams are chilling like Bob Dylan.
The high school's DECA chapter recently held a walkathon at Union County Vocational Technical Schools.
On Thursday, October 26th, the College Club